Welcome to another episode of Neon Radio. I'm Reece.
And I am Dan.
And this week, we're continuing our Quentin Tarantino filmography, and we're doing Inglorious Basterds. In Nazi-occupied France during World War II, a plan to assassinate Nazi leaders by a group of Jewish US soldiers coincides with the theatre owner's vengeful plans for the same. I like this movie so much.
It's a cinematic masterpiece.
I enjoy this movie.
This is another one of Tarantino's archives that you must watch.
He keeps doing it. He just keeps doing it.
Man, amazing scenes, amazing acting, crazy special effects, a great story. Everything just gels. This is a bloody good movie.
This is fantastic. It's weird. The last 3 weeks, I've enjoyed myself so much watching Tarantino's films and watching him grow. Because you do see growth with the filmmaker. It's crazy. A lot of filmmakers, you don't actually.
No.
It feels stagnant. But with him, you see a lot of growth, but it's super cinematic.
Yeah.
This movie is gorgeous. Dan, take you away with the cinematography in this.
Robert
One thing after
Richardson.
another.
Robert Richardson, mate, you are a master.
Oh my God.
And look, it's nearly every frame. Well, also not nearly every frame, but there's certain scenes in this movie where I've actually paused it, my jaws hit the ground and go, man, I want a print of that and put it on my wall.
Yeah.
The lighting in it, the separation, the cleanliness for film, it just looks so good.
It doesn't make much sense, does it? In a lot of ways, you're like, this doesn't work. It's almost lit like a theater show in a lot of ways. Because it's just like there's very strong, powerful lights right in the center of a table.
But the highlight roll-offs, they don't just cut off. It just bleeds.
It doesn't. Yeah, exactly.
Really, really nice. And look, you can have an amazing cinematography, but if your actors aren't, up to par, up to scratch, or if your stories aren't up to scratch, the whole movie's going to fall apart. Yeah. Where this one here, you've got amazing direction. You've got a cast that's just so unique and like it's in another language in some parts.
Actually, it's about 70 or 80% of it is in French and German.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a little bit of Italian. It's multilingual film.
Yeah, Look, if you're studying cinematography, this is a great movie to watch.
Actually, if you're studying film generally, this is, if you want to understand how to create story development, this is how you do it. You develop a story through not only its characters and its plot, but the memorable dialogue, the tension. Man, what are you trying to bring upon your viewer? What do you want them to feel?
Let's break down quickly the first scene, because we're going to go into characters.
Right.
Okay, the main antagonist.
Yes. Landa.
He has these quirks about him. First, he's really good at talking.
Yes.
Really good at talking. And then he has... who goes into a barn and asks for an exquisite...
I said it. He should be the milkman.
Yeah, the milkman. Like, who asks for milk in a tense scene?
A glass of milk.
And then he smokes a pipe, but it has to be a big pompous pipe.
That's the comedy.
I know.
The comedy is bringing out this big pipe. And
he's like a puppet master. He knows the outcome, but he plays it as if it's like a biography.
My analogy is he's like a lion. And he's playing with his food before he kills it. And a lot of the time, he likes to be the smartest person in the room, even to the detriment of his own actions later. Yep. And he doesn't mind that as long as he gets to play that part. Honestly, it's super intelligent writing. It's super capturing because you're on the ride with them. Yep. You know what the characters are feeling, so you're never really... you're never like surprised.
No.
You're surprised with things like, and we're going into it now, the special effects and blood and gore and things like that. That's your tension release for this film.
Yeah. That's the payoff.
Yeah, when you see something occur in the film that is bloody and gory, you go, whoa! You get shocked. Or you feel like you're in the moment with them. Yeah. It's scary.
It is typical Tarantino though.
It is typical Tarantino, but that's why it works. And especially for this film, because it's always you always know the direction of characters.
Yeah. And I still feel Tarantino is in a playground where at the moment, I feel whatever he does is just working.
Yeah.
And to him, it's just like, say, Wes Anderson movie. Yeah. Whatever he does works. But it's this, like him, Wes Anderson and Tarantino, they're just so unique.
Yeah, even Paul
Thomas Anderson. Yeah, it's just to have this unique style, a unique vision.
Guillermo.
Oh, yeah, another one.
Super unique visions.
It's great. And when I walk into a Tarantino movie, especially this one, you know what's coming up. Same with Nolan.
Yeah. Same with Nolan. If you know science, you know Nolan, I guess.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? But look, I still find these movies easier to watch than a Nolan movie.
For sure.
Yeah. They're just fun.
Yeah, Nolan's heavy. Yeah. And it's funny, for a movie that's supposed to be heavy, even you have to read the whole film, half the film.
Yeah.
But
it's light.
But it's light and fluffy. It takes really dark and morbid things and turns them into not super comedy, but just gives it some life.
Yeah.
And it never makes you feel like
it's... That's what I'm saying. It's so unique.
Yeah.
And that's the Tarantino draw.
Yeah, and not only that, but who doesn't want to see an alternative history like this?
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but we could see more alternative histories like this. I mean, I think Watchmen did it. They did an alternative history where certain presidents were long for longer than they should have been, but this was like the funnest way to do it. Final thoughts, Dan, man.
Yeah, this is it's as you talked about before. This is Tarantino maturing in his filmography, and I do still see callbacks from his older films.
Yeah,
and he does like a sort of like a full 360 coming up to Hateful Eight, like you said. It's like Reservoir Dogs.
Yes,
but you can see that I know you didn't like it as much.
Yes,
but I still like it, and we'll get to that. But I still see, he's still progressing as a director. And I still see that he is getting better, and his work with Robert Richardson, one of the best cinematographers in the world, I think does help
elevate.
I was going to say alleviate, elevate his work,
levitate
to a like a global,
a new higher level.
Yeah, it's just whatever he makes, it's just really damn good.
Yeah, it's
I don't know, and this memorable scenes you got. It's just amazing, man.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Music choices.
Really yeah,
Ennio Morricone, the original creator of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Music.
It just fits.
It
just fits. Did we say mishmash last time?
It's like a mish. Well, he does movies that are mishmashy. Yeah. I guess this is kind of a mishmash. Yeah.
It just works. Anyway, this is really good. I still like Kill Bill 2 better. It edges out because. I should say I didn't really like the cinema scenes in this. I just felt like I just felt like it bogged it down a little. They could have cut that back. Everything else is just mint. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10.
That's fair enough. I think that's a fair score, fair review. I love this movie, and I think that it's funny. I have two different realms for Tarantino. I think that I have what I really enjoy for Tarantino, and then what I think is his best. And I would say that Inglourious Basterds is his best film. It is his best film. It's where he's turned the tables, as Dan said. He's matured as a filmmaker. He has remnants of the other stuff, but I think this is as far as he can really mature until Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I thought went a little too far, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But I actually like Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2 as a set piece more. That being said, Inglourious Basterds is amazing. It's amazing. From a cinematic standpoint, you can't really get much better of a Tarantino film.
Yeah, it's hard to be a cinephile and not watch his movies.
And not like this movie. Yeah. This movie is just fun. And who doesn't want to watch Brad Pitt on the screen? Who doesn't want to watch Eli Roth as this crazy, they call him the Bear Jew, baseball bat, with a who doesn't watch these?
It's so good.
Hans Landa, drinking down chugs of milk. We all want to see this stuff. This is fantastic.
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, the release of what we get, that's cathartic.
Oh, man.
on World War II.
It's chaos.
So I'm giving this movie an 8.5 out of 10, sitting it firmly with Kill Bill Volume 2.
Good score.
Yeah. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel and check out the Neon Radio podcast for more spoil-filled, in-depth reviews.
Also, check us out on Facebook and Instagram to see what we're up to next.
Thank you for watching this week. And Dan, can you take us out?
It's a bingo!